There's the clock, ladies and gentlemen. All right. It's 8 o'clock. You know what time it is. It's MFers live time, yes. It's May 15, 2018. It is our tea time Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, yes. All right, so we're just waiting for this notification to come on. Come on. I know it's going to work. Hopefully it works. Oh, there we go. All right, so I got my notification, so everybody's going to be popping in shortly. So hello, everybody. I think it's a green tea. Hello, Suli. Yes. And hello, Chris. How are you? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Today's MFers Live. It's May 15, 2018. It is our Tea Time Tuesday. Yes. All right. So, yes, we have Nacho the Cat chilling with us in the studio. We are filmed live in front of a live studio audience. Yes, we have Gordo and Meister Chef in the background.
What?
Hello, Pizza. Hello, Shannon. Hello, everybody. Yes, hello, everybody. Everybody's popping in today. Yes. Hi, everybody. Yes. Thank you for all your kind words today. Everybody gets those moments. Yeah, you just feel like you just want to sit there and just bawl because, so many things are going on. But got through. I'm here. I'm happy. I'm smiling. I'm hanging out with all the MFers. Hello, Bree. Thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And Mary Jane tuned in, too. Hello, everybody. Yes. Oh, Craig. Chad, you got to come hang out, buddy. Yes. Yes, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually wearing it on Tuesday. I'm wearing my Taco Tuesday shirt on Tuesday, so it's in proper place. Hello, Bunny. Hello, Yvette. All right, so we're going to start this off. All right, so we're going to get this one over here. I got my tea. Hopefully, you guys got your tea, too. It is our Tea Time Tuesday. All right, so we're going to do some quick shout-outs. All right, so we have Ryan Ferguson. What else we got here? Oh, we got Ernie Stewart. Tell Chef. All right. So, Chef, Sue Lee says hi. Sue Lee says hi.
I learned how to say hi
in Mandarin,
but now I forget.
You forgot. No, that's Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we got Ernie Stewart again. Yes. So, Sue Lee, Chef does say hi. He did learn how to say hi in Mandarin.
But ni hao?
Ni hao? Ni hao?
For some reason.
I don't know. Hello, Verna. Thanks for tuning in. All right. What else? All right. So we have Leah Dubrick. What else? All right. So we have Quentin Doran. Yes. All right. So who else do we got here? All right. So, Ernie, you're just so popular. It's like the third time I've called your name. Right on. Oh, and Mary Jane says hi to Chef as well.
Hi, Mary Jane.
Hi, Mary Jane. Hopefully you guys can hear them because they are in the background. And Sue Lee says yes. So I'm assuming that's how you say it.
Ni hao.
Ni hao, yeah. So ni hao, everybody. Yes. All right. So we have Kelsey Martin. All right, and then
ask her if that was Mandarin or Cantonese.
Well, she said good job, Chef. So Chef wants to know was that Mandarin or Cantonese the way he said it? Hey, read my comment.
Or does it work for both?
I am reading your comment, yes. I don't know. We're going to have to wait because there is that time difference that's going on. Hello, Brody. Hello, Jeff. All right. So you're going to try your ESP again tonight, buddy? All right. So we have Daryl Hefner. All right. So we're going to stick this right here to Nacho, see if he can give some of his, his ESP up there. Oh, Mary Jane says that was Cantonese. So, yes, Master Chef knows multiple languages. Yeah, it's interesting.
Because I've got nothing but time on my hands.
Nothing but time. That's why Master Chef gets all our facts. And yes, we have a whole list of facts for everybody. And yes.
And Mike hates me because I put words on
a bike night in Paris. Well, you drive safely, Jeff. You have yourself a great drive. And if you're ever in the area, stop by the studio because, come on, I'll give you some stickers for your bike. All right, like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, you guys see me out and about, ask me for a sticker. I usually have a bunch on me. So, all right, so we're going to read our good news in history today. And this should bring the child out and everybody, yes. All right, so on this day, 90 years ago, Mickey Mouse made his debut. Yes, the squeaky voice character created by Walt Disney and U.B. Urix appeared with Minnie Mouse in the animated short plain
Gotta
crazy.
go with the light.
Wearing red shorts, large yellow shoes, and white gloves. Mickey Mouse is one of the world's most recognized characters, having appeared in over 130, mostly short, but some feature films, including Fantasia and many cartoons. So he was great this day. Yeah. So 90 years old. Wow, right on. Yeah, see you soon. All right. You know where the studio is, Jeff. You can stop by anytime. The studio door is always open for anybody who wants to come and
play
guest.
the Capitals in half an hour. Puck will drop.
What was that?
Lightnings versus the Capitals.
Lightnings versus the Capitals.
Which is leading to the final.
Leading to the finals.
Well, not they still have a few games, but
they'll catch up. Oh, Mary Jane says, Chef, she wants chocolate chip cookies clean. Hello, Loretta. All right, so we have some more good news. All right. So come on, everybody knows who Mickey Mouse was. So 90 years ago today, that's awesome. What else we got? Oh, my screen just blinked up. All right, that's okay. All right, so Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton formed the National Woman Suffrage Association in New York City to campaign for a constitutional amendment to grant a woman's right to vote. And that was back in 1869. Yeah. Mary Jane says she will hold you to it. She will definitely hold you to it. Right on.
That's fine.
He says that's fine. Oh, and Jen just popped in. Jello, Jen. Hello, dear. Hopefully you are having a positive filled day.
You know better than anyone. I love to cook.
Oh, I know you love to cook. Yes, that's why he's master chef. I stay out of his kitchen. I let him cook up the storms. I just get to be the fat man and enjoy the foods that he cooks. All right, what else we have here? All right, so nylon stockings.
How often do you get restaurant quality food at home?
Not often. Well, I do. I get it all the time because you're the one that's cooking it. So nylon stockings. The new synthetic hosiery was first sold to the public after debuting in a glitzy display at the New York World's Fair. And by the time the product hit store shelves, demand was so high that women bought all 4 million pairs in 4 days. Wow. Oh, Mary Jane says she's looking forward. Yes, she is. Well, that means I'm going to have some cookies too because I'm going to snack on those. When he makes those, I am so snacking on those because they're really good.
Incoming Skittle. When do I ever make one batch?
That just went like right past my ear. What was that? Was that a Skittle?
There was a flying Skittle.
It was a flying Skittle.
Whenever do I make one batch of something?
You make multiple batches. I think that's why I'm still fat. But yes, all right. So what else do we have here? All right. So Bob Dylan's single. That's not me. Bob Dylan's single, Subterranean Homesick Blues, peaked at number 39 in the U.S. charts, giving Dylan his first U.S. top 40 hit. A song John Lennon was reported to find so captivating that he didn't know how he'd be able to write a song that could compete with it. That was back in 1965. Wow. So Edith Cresson became France's first female prime minister in 1991. Wow. So it's more towards my time. I was 11 at that time. So California became the second U.S. state after Massachusetts to legalize same-sex marriage. After the state's own Supreme Court rules a previous ban unconstitutional. That was in 2008. So Jessica Watson became, at the age 16, the youngest person to sail nonstop, unassisted, around the world solo. And that was only 8 years ago. All right, what else here? All right, so and also on this day in 1941, baseball's Joe DiMaggio began his historic 56-game hitting streak, a major league record that still stands today. During the streak, which ended on July 17th, Joltin' Joe hit 408 with 15 home runs and 55 RBIs. Wow. The closest anyone has come to equaling the 27-year-old's feat is Pete Rose, and that was back in 1978 with hits in 44 straight games. So experts consider the streak to be uniquely outstanding, unbreakable, and a statistical near impossibility. That is That's an amazing record. Hello, Jazz. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, it is our tea time, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and I'm going to open up our facts after I share our history off to our Facebook page.
Yeah, it's for sure.
All right, so we're going to share it off to Facebook. And we got to find our page. All right, I don't know. Technology's been going slow. All these systems are running slow. I think I might have to empty out all the cookies after the show tonight. All right, so that's published off. You guys can go check it out. Is on the MFers Live Facebook page, and then tweet. It's going to tweet, I hope. All right, and it is tweeted off. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we're going to go find our facts. All right, so we got to exit out of here. We've got to open up our Gmail. Yes, all right, what's this? I love you, Jazzy. All I ask to see, you guys, that's the cool thing about coming up here. We love each other. It's great. We're one giant family here. All right, so what else we got here? All right, so here we go. Our first set of facts is going to go out to our automotive fans. You guys ready? All right, so these are facts on the original Austin Mini. All right, so the classic Mini was one of the most popular cars ever produced, and a total of about 5,387,862 were built until it stopped production in the year 2000. Is that when it stopped? I don't know. I'm going to have to check the fact out. In 1961, the Morris Minor Mini became the first British car to sell more than 1 million automobiles. Wow. So due to the car's unique front-wheel drive layout, with the engine sideways, allowed for 80% of the internal space of the car to actually be used for passengers. Yeah, which explains how 4 people could fit relatively comfortable in such a small space. I don't know. I think if I went to sit in one of those, I don't know. I'm a big guy, so I kind of take up a lot of room. Yeah, you should cause MJ needs cookies. No, I meant the cookies from. It's all good. All laughs, of course. So the Mini was not its original name either, and it was originally built under 2 different brands at the British Motor Corporation. In introduction in August 1959, the Mini was marketed under the Austin and Morris names as the Austin 7 and Morris Mini Minor. The Austin 7 was renamed to Austin Mini in January 1962. And Mini became a marquee in its own right in 1969. In 1980, it once again became the Austin Mini, and in 1988, the Rover Mini. So Mini just sticks with it. It does. So the designer of the car, Sir Alec Isnosnes, hated the concept of windows that rolled up and down, and demanded that the windows of the Mini actually slide open. So an original Mini could be bought for around $1,000 in today's money. A Mini these days actually costs a lot more than that, though. Isnos's friend John Cooper, owner of the Cooper Car Company and designer and builder of Formula One and rally cars, saw the potential of the Mini for competition. So Isnos was initially reluctant to see the Mini in the role of a performance car, but after John Cooper appealed to BMC management, the 2 men actually collaborated to create the Mini Cooper. Yes, the Mini Cooper. The Austin Mini Cooper and Morris Mini Cooper debuted in 1961. The Mini Cooper became a very successful car in its own right, and many people think the Mini and the Mini Cooper are actually the same car, but they're totally different. They are. Hello, Timmy. Thanks for tuning in, bud. So between 1960 and 1967, BMC exported approximately 10,000 left-hand drive BMC Minis to the United States. Sales were discontinued when stricter federal safety standards were imposed in 1968. And the arrival of the larger and more profitable Austin America. Mini sales fell in the 1967 calendar year, and the U.S. importer was expecting the forthcoming Austin America to find an actual larger market. However, the America was also withdrawn in 1972 due to slow sales and the introduction of bumper height standards. Wow, so they've just been going all over here. All right, so it was manufactured at the Long Bridge and Cowley plants in England. Victoria Park, Zetland British Motor Corporation in Australia factory. A factory in Sydney, Australia, and later also in Spain, Belgium, Chile, and Italy. Wow. So there was factories all over building this thing. So the Mini Mark 1 had 3 major UK updates, the Mark 2, the Clubman, and the Mark 3. So within these was a series of variations, including an estate car, a pickup truck, a van, and the Mini Mook, a Jeep-like buggy. All right. Oh, did you get a hold of me, buddy? Come on, use your ESP. I know you can do this, Nacho. I got faith in you, buddy. You can do this. Just think. Come on. Come watch. Come hang out with us. All right, so the legacy of the Mini endures. Yes, there are some 469 Mini clubs in the UK and at least another 260 worldwide. The car is continually voted as one of the most favorite cars of all time. And it was actually recently voted as Britain's favorite car ever produced. All right, so there you guys go. So for all of our automotive MFers out there, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, it was facts on the Austin Minis. What else we got here? All right. So we got, facts on Kuwait. All right, so we're going to travel out and get some facts from Kuwait. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. All right, so until 1962, Kuwait celebrated its National Day on June 19th, the anniversary of its own independence. But in 1963, it changed it to February 25th to avoid the hot weather of June. That's interesting because it does get warm in June, right?
So I have to give some good props out to the Leafs this year.
Okay, so Master Chef is going to give props out to the Leafs this year.
But
Set to push them across the ice.
they did very well, and they get first draft pick of the year.
They got first draft pick?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
So they could end up with...
So they might actually get a good pick and actually win the cup?
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be nice. It would be. So there you go.
I'll give them that. They got to the point where they get first draft picks. So
yes. So there you go. All right. To all the Leafs fans out there, if you guys haven't known already, the Leafs get first pick in the drafts. So maybe they might actually be able to pull off. Maybe. Hello, Stefan. Oh, Stefan is one of our traveling MFers. Yes, he's a trucker. He's always on the road. Hello, Stefan. It's always good to see you. Your name, when written out, is always funny because everyone always thinks that your name is spelt wrong and your name's supposed to be Stephanie. But it's Stefan because you're French. Yeah. And I always get to explain that to people. I'm like, no. It's Stefan. He's French. So his name coincides, right? It's not Stephanie. He's a boy. So, yes, like I always said, it's a great conversation piece. Like I said, I get to have with Leah and Freedom, who always, keeps tracks of everybody's names and, typing them in the computers and stuff. Because we're always looking, to try to get from being written down to typed and trying to get everybody's name properly put up there. Like we had Pat Reed's name was wrong for the longest time. Don't glue yourself to it this time, bud.
No, I didn't.
All right. So let's see here. So February 25th was the anniversary of Shaka Abdullah becoming Emir of Kuwait in 1950. February 26, 2011 was the day Iraq's occupying forces were driven out of Kuwait. Yes, you're totally, dude. We know. And like I said, it's always great conversation piece I get to have with people. Like I said, I'm on every night, always. We try to bring as much peace, love, and positivity as we can. And today is our fact day.
Peace and love.
We bring all the peace and love. Yes, always, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Sarah. Well, that's a name I haven't seen pop in here. Well, hello, Sarah. Hello. All right, yes. So, yes, we are doing our facts on Kuwait. All right, so Kuwait actually has the world's 5th largest oil reserves. Ooh. The national bird of the Kuwait is the falcon. That's a really cool bird, too. That is. All right, what else do we have? So there are 1.43 males to every female in Kuwait. So that's a really hard. Do we have? We don't have the population here, but that's how it breaks down. That's one way to break it down. 1.43 males to every female. I don't know. What's 1.4 thirds of a guy? I don't know what that would look like. It'd be. I think I'm one and a half guys because I'm a pretty big guy. I don't know.
Population of Kuwait is 4 million.
Oh, you just got your meds from Shoppers. Right on. What?
Population of Kuwait is 4 million.
4 million.
Point zero.
Point zero.
53.
Point 053.
0.000.
Okay, so it's 4.053 million?
No, that would be in the thousands.
Oh, the
53,000. 4,053,000.
so 4,053,000 people in Kuwait. And to break it down, so I guess it's a lot more men down there than women.
That's to 2016.
Well, that was a last check from the 2016
Well, that was the
population
most
count.
current.
Oh, this is the most current. Oh, I always know you are, buddy. Always. What's those? Okay. All right. So in 2006, Kuwait became the first country to introduce the sport of camel racing with controlled robot jockeys. Okay, you know, we definitely got to check that out, guys.
Freaking me over here.
Master Chef.
What?
Camel racing with remote-controlled robot jockeys.
Yeah, we've touched on camel racing a bit before and stuff.
But I didn't know that they had robot jockeys.
Yeah.
Really?
Camels can be a little bit
Aggressive?
Yeah, I was gonna say the D word, but you're kind of.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of live, yeah, and you don't want to pay into the swear jar.
But they're kind of the D word.
Yeah. All right, so what else we got here? All right, so when Saddam Hussein occupied Kuwait in 1990 and named it the 19th province of Iraq, some dissidents called it Wimbledon, which is SW19. Wow. So Kuwait has actually won 2 Olympic medals, both bronze, for Fihad Al-Adami at trap shooting. Wow. So they're really good with guns. All right, you have yourself a great night, Stefan. Thank you for tuning in, and tell your fiance and the kids we love you all. All right, what else we got? All right. So Kuwait is the only country in the world with no natural water supply from lakes or reservoirs, but it did open its first grass golf course in 2005. How are you supposed to keep the grass green? You have no natural water supply. I guess they have to get a lot of water
They
imported.
have aquifers.
Oh, they have aquifers.
Underground aquifers and stuff.
Okay.
And water that's pumped in.
So see, we learn something new as we go too with the facts. All right, so eating, drinking, playing loud music, and dancing during daylight hours in public are actually against the law in Kuwait during the month of Ramadan. Ramadan? Is that how it's pronounced? Oh, I apologize. In the month of Ramadan. All right, so what else we got? We got a bunch of facts, ladies and gentlemen. We do. All right, and I think this one's going to be big. This is for the science fans out there. We picked one person, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to do facts on Bill Nye. Because at the end of my stream lately, I've been saying, we're going to help save the world because that's what Bill Nye's doing. All right, hello, Heather. Thanks for tuning in. All right, what else we got? All right. So, okay, so here's some facts on Bill Nye.
So we're hoping he gets back to the Bill Twitter message.
Well, we still have to do a Twitter message
The
to
Bill meets Twitter.
Oh yes, because
hashtag.
yeah, you know what? I forget what the hashtag is. We're gonna have to look that up. And
No, it's just hashtag.
It's just hashtag, like the word hashtag.
Yeah. No, the symbol.
Oh, just the hashtag symbol.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. All right. So his mother was a World War II code breaker, and a science whiz. Yes, Jacqueline Jenkins Nye was finishing up her psychology degree at Groucho College in 1942 when she and several other young women were called to the dean's office for a hush-hush meeting. The U.S. Secretary of War was scouring women's colleges, seeking their best and brightest for a project so secret that none of the participants was allowed to know its purpose. Oh, hello, Big Sexy. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. All right, so what else we got? Yeah, so it's so secret. They weren't even know its purpose. So that's according to the Baltimore Sun. So after graduation, Jenkins joined an elite group of people whose work on cryptanalysis or code breakers helped finally crack the Japanese and German military's very crafty communication codes. So science, education, and dedication were major themes throughout her long life and career, ones that has had an infinite, immeasurable influence on her son, Bill. So that's pretty cool. So his mom was a code breaker. No wonder he's a genius. So, this is a quotation. She taught me how to cook and how to make the famous family salad dressing that her grandmother taught her to make, which was pure chemistry. She taught me how to sew even. To this day, I still own a sewing machine. And to this day, I can still hear her chanting in my ear. Sit up straight, shoulders back. Now train, train, train. Do it till you get it right. And that is a quote from Bill Nye. That's awesome. About his mom. All right, so he went to Sidwell Friends School in his hometown of Washington, D.C. So in an opinion essay he wrote for the Huffington Post in 2009, Nye said that he attended D.C.'s Sidwell Friends School, a private Quaker institution where Chelsea Clinton, Sasha and Malaya Obama, and many other politicians' kids have studied for middle and high school. Nye attended Sidwell thanks to a partial scholarship and his parents' determination, which helped him transfer from a public school where classrooms were packed. Spitballs flew freely, and bullies harassed busted students from nearby schools that were, says, we're really not separate and mostly not equal. Okay, so else here. Yeah, so we have a lot of facts. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a sip of tea because my mouth is just getting so dry. Just gabbing, trying to get through these facts for you guys. Because I like to try to get through all the facts because I want to get to a positive story first. I do. I want to try to do at least one positive story every day for you. All right, so he took a class with Carl Sagan. While at Cornell University, Nye took an astrology class taught by Carl Sagan. And the older man's enthusiasm and penchant for innovation helped ignite Nye's lifelong charge to achieve the same. So at a reunion years later, Nye also mentioned his TV plans to Sagan and received good, matter-of-fact advice from his former professor that would help make Bill Nye the Science Guy such a success. Focus on pure science. Kids resonate to pure science. And it's true, it is. You just got to be like very pure with it, and you'll get any child's attention right away. Hello, Nick. Boss is in the house. Yeah, like Sauce Boss. Nick Boss is with us, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and followed in his footsteps. Nye became a member of the Planetary Society. Meds, come. Meds, come. All right, okay, come here, Meds.
Medic, come
Come
here.
here. You're gonna have to come say hi to everybody now. Come.
Come here.
He's barking down the hall at nothing.
Medic, come.
And then he runs.
Oh, someone's at my door.
Oh, somebody's at the door. Oh, we might actually have a visitor, ladies and gentlemen. I think that might be our good friend Jeff. Would that be Jeff? Yes, I do believe we have a friend here with us. All right.
Colleen.
No, Jeff hasn't arrived yet. All right, so that was just the wrong address. All right, so we'll go back. Medic, come here, buddy. You haven't come up here. Come here. Come on, the MFers love seeing you, buddy. Why are you playing all shy now? Now he's gonna play all shy. All right, that's all right, Medic. You can come when you want, buddy. All right, so Bill Nye became a member of the Planetary Society, an organization dedicated to extraterrestrial exploration that was actually co-founded by Sagan in 1980, the year I was born. That's awesome. So after taking on other roles in the organization following Sagan's death, as Nye explained to Nova, there was a dinner party. Oh, okay, so this is a quote by Bill Nye, okay? So there was a dinner party. There was wine or something, and now I'm the CEO. I'm the head guy of the Planetary Association. So Carl Sagan is deep within me, and I am part of his legacy. He applied repeatedly to an astronaut. All right, so Bill Nye actually applied 4 times for NASA's astronaut training program, but he was always rejected, which he blamed on his lack of a PhD. Bill Nye has a degree in mechanical engineering from Cornell. Or maybe he joked to AOL last year, yes. It could be because I was completely unqualified. Bill, I got a whole bunch of Bill Nye quotes in here today. I do.
And
Good evening, Kim.
in taking over the Planetary Society.
Well, that's what I said. I read some quotes that he had, which was
He's also fulfilling Carl.
yeah, he's
Sagan
fulfilling his legacy.
by the launch that's going to happen in the next.
Oh yes,
4
there's
years.
in the next 40 years.
No, 4 years.
In the next 4 years, they're going to be actually launching
the solar sail.
the solar sail.
I forget what they named the ship, but
I forget the name of it, but it's going to be jetted out into the sky. It's going to open up, and it's going to see if it can move in space without an engine. And Carl Sagan had the idea, and Bill's going to make it happen within the next 4 years.
They
Hello,
tried
Christine.
In Sagan's time,
Oh,
but
they-
the ship.
They did
had
try in Sagan's time, but there was a malfunction on the ship when it was going up, so it never got to make it out there. But Bill is going to make it happen. I got faith in Bill. All right, so that was a bit.
Huge achievement.
It would be. All right, so Bill Nye was actually part of a team that designed the Mars dial, a tool installed on the Spirit, Opportunity, and Curiosity rovers that helps calibrate color in photos taken of the planet from inside its thinner, different colored atmospheres. So that's pretty cool. Hello, Christine. Yes. All right, so here's another quote. All right, so Bill Nye actually has a need for speed, okay? This is fun. So this is a quote, and his quote is, "I really like to go fast."
This is
Bill Nye told the St. Pittsburgh Times. But you know how many speeding tickets I have? That's 0. A car is a weapon. So if you have a loaded gun, you have to treat it with respect. The same is true of a car. And I'm not saying that I won't get a speeding ticket this afternoon. I'm not saying that I'm some kind of driving genius, but I do respect it and understand how fabulously dangerous it is. So aside from his love of speed, Nye is a huge proponent of electric vehicles. See, he's always thinking of the world, always trying to make the world a better place. Team Green, right? And has even called for NASCAR to get on Team Green and use electric whips instead of gas guzzlers. See, he's looking out for the planet. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty cool. So that was some facts on Bill Nye. All right, so we're going to do some more shout-outs. You still didn't reach out to somebody? Okay, we'll see if we can get you another name. All right. All right, so we got huge handful. All right, so we got a little handful here. We're going to try this again, okay? So keep focusing on it. Maybe you'll stop in. All right, so we have Travis Homerston. Yeah, there you go, Travis. Oh, Salem. Yeah, I haven't seen Salem in here in a little while. But like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, I always recognize everybody. I always love seeing everybody pop in. Hello, Rich. Even you too, Rich. Hello, buddy. And Salem is one of our MFers from Algeria. So right now it's about, I think it's about like 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's really hard for him to come in. But he does follow the MFers posts, and he does periodically pop in. It's really cool when you see him come in. So there you go, Salem. All right. Oh, I'm getting notified. All right. Hello, everybody. Yes. All right. So we got Big Sexy. I know you were in here earlier, buddy. And look, another one. This is like 3 days in a row. I found a blank. Yes, a blank. So this, like we always do with the blanks, we give a special shout out to all the MFers out there. All right. So if you haven't heard your name today, just enter it right there. Okay. All right. Who else do we have here? All right. So we have Kelly Hyman. All right. We have Lydia Kettles. Who else do we have here? We have Chelsea Martin. There's a lot of really cool new names in here. Yes. And I try to get through as many of them as I can, ladies and gentlemen. It's just since we started, it got to the point like I would run out of names before the month was up. And then it got to the point we had just enough, and now I cannot get through all of them because there's so many. But I do try my best to get through them as many as I can. All right, so there's Daniel Saul. Yes, that's a troublemaker, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he actually took stage for us at our event, and you guys missed it. Actually, I do believe that is the link that Ryan or DJ RC, because you guys are asking about the virtual reality glasses I have in the back. He shared a link, and it's part 1. So I do believe that I don't know if Troublemaker's on that one or not. But definitely go check that out. All right, so we have Leah Dubrick. Oh, look, we got another one for Leah. Just as I opened my hand, right? And I dropped one. All right, so you know what? I'm going to pick that one up for you to hold on to because I have no idea who that is. So we have Brian McGinnis. Then we have, Charlene Pratt. Yes, there you go. All right, so we're going to get you to hold this one. Okay. Original owner's got a duck, right? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at the name. The name that I dropped. I'm really sorry that I dropped you. Mary Jane. All right, there you go. Okay. Mary Jane. All right, so you know what? You hold. Okay, you know, we're going to take this because you couldn't reach out to. Maybe you can reach out to Mary Jane because I don't know. I don't know if Mary Jane's still watching. But there you go. There you go. Yes. All right, so we're going to see what else. We got some more facts here, guys. All right. Yes. Okay. So we're going to have time because I got 2 more sets of facts, and then we're going to do a positive story. Okay. So I think that worked out great today. Yes. We were trying to work with. I do have another page that I have. We are trying to get all the little kinks out from the software for some reason. We were trying it earlier today, and the volume just does not want to come out. So I'd be sitting here, and I'd be like, and there's no sound. There's no sound that's coming from it. But we are definitely working on it because I really do like the software because we can go picture in picture, and we can transition it so to make it look really fancy for us. So hello, Lydia. Yes, thank you for tuning in. Hello, Sandra. All right. So we have facts on Beijing. All right. So people have actually been living in the Beijing area since prehistoric times. Actually, technically, everywhere is prehistoric times. But back in the 1920s, anthropologists found Homo erectus fossils just outside the city. The fossils were dubbed Peking Man. Yes, Peking Man. All right, so Beijing is actually one of the 4 great ancient capitals of China, along with Nanjing, Luoyang, and I don't even know how to pronounce that. So that'd be Axior or Chang'an. Chang'an. I'm hoping I pronounce these right. I really hope I am. All right, so Beijing was actually founded 3,000 years ago as a capital of Yan, a state that existed during the Zhou dynasty, which was from 1046 to 249 BC. Back then, the city was called Jai. Now, is that Jai or G? J-I, Master Chef.
What language? Which one are you doing?
Beijing.
It would probably be G.
G? All right, so it would be the city called G. Now, I'm hoping that's right. All right, so what else we got? All right, so Beijing.
What's the spelling?
J-I.
Yeah, probably be G.
G. All right. Hello, Sandra. Yes. So Beijing has had many names over the centuries. It gained its current name back in 1403. The rulers of the Ming Dynasty called it the city Beijing, or northern capital, to distinguish it from Nanjing, or southern capital. That's why they sound so much alike. All right, so one means northern capital, one means southern capital. All right. Beijing and Peking aren't really different names for the same city. There are just different translations of the same name. In 1949, the Chinese government adopted the pinyin method of translation, and that resulted in a lot of apparent name changes. Yeah. Notifications all over the place here. All right, so Mandarin is China's official language. It is derived from the Beijing dialect. That's pretty cool, huh? Hello, Matt. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to get your comment and your reaction there, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are only, last time I checked, we are only 17 followers away from hitting our 500 mark. We're 17 followers away, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully we will hit that. I have a lot of faith in all of us. I do believe we're going to definitely hit that this year for sure. All right, so let's see here. So we just did that one. All right, so Beijing actually has 2 official flowers. The Chinese rose and the chrysanthemum. Tongue-tied on this one. Of course. Hello, Susan. All right, see if I can get this one. Chrysanthemum. That part. Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum. Of course, I'm going to get tongue-tied, right? And, of course, I'm live. There's no editing in this, ladies and gentlemen, so you guys actually hear me and see me for the way it is. All right, so Beijing actually has a population of 19 million people. Wow, making it the second largest city in China. So only Shanghai, with a population of 22 million, is actually bigger. So by 3 million. 3 million. All right, so Beijing currently actually has 3 airports, with a 4th being planned. The military airport, Beijing Nanyang Airport. The military airport, Beijing Nanyang Airport, was established in 1910, making it China's actual oldest airport. All right. So in 2015, 90.1 million people used the Beijing Capital Airport. That made it the second busiest airport in the world. Oh. So the Forbidden City. Now, a lot of people might have read stories and stuff like the Forbidden City. The Forbidden City, located in the center of Beijing, is the world's biggest structure. It contains 980 buildings, including 90 palaces and courtyards and over 8,700 rooms. I wouldn't want to have to clean that up. This is a big, huge area. All right, so the actress Zhang Ziyi, who has starred in movies like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Memoirs of a Geisha, and The House of Flying Daggers, was actually born in Beijing back in 1979. So she's only a year older than me. I didn't know that. See, I learned something new too. The Beijing Zoo is actually the biggest zoo in China, and it includes an aquarium. It was originally a royal garden called the Wangxing Garden, which means Garden of 10,000 Animals. So see, different languages actually meaning, see, I'm learning Wangxing Garden means the Garden of 10,000 Animals. That's awesome. So about 370 miles of the Great Wall is actually located in Beijing, mainly in the suburb areas. A lot of the wall built near Beijing was actually constructed during the Ming Dynasty, which was between 1368 and 1644. So like 300 years, almost 300 years. Yeah, wow. So the Temple of Heaven, which was built in 1420, is considered Beijing's holiest imperial temple. The Emperor Zhu Di had ordered its construction. Every year at the winter solstice, the emperor would go to the temple to pray for a good harvest. See, faith, their faith of believing for a good harvest, right? So Guan, or the White Cloud Temple, once China's most important Taoist temple, was actually built in the 8th century. It was used as barracks for some time after the Cultural Revolution. It is actually now home to around 30 monks and the China Taoism Association. I think I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Taoism? Taoism? Taoism. And Master Chef, of course, has stepped out. But I'm hoping I pronounced that right for everybody. All right, so you know what? All right, so we have time. All right, so let's see here. We're going to go find some positive stories to read. And I feel a sneeze coming on so bad. All right. Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This is the joys of going live. All right, so where's... Oh, I need the light. I need the light because it's right there. Oh. Now it's going to struggle. It's going to fight with me. Oh. Wow. That was a struggle. All right. So let's see, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to find some positive news for everybody. All right. Because, we got time. Because the one is a whole list. And I know that will take us into overtime. And I won't get to read my positive stories. So I'm going to just go read some positive stories. Because we got facts for next time, too. All right. So let's see here. Some facts. All right. Here's a good one. This is families. This is awesome. All right. So this is from today, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is actually from 9 hours ago. All right. So mom gratefully reunites with cop who saved the life of her 13-month-old. Yeah. Oh, man. I feel like sneezing again. What is up with that? Oh, allergies. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh, don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Maybe. You know, it's going to bug me now because it's like right there. You guys get that little itching in the back of your nose. You're just like, it's allergies. I'm allergic to dust and ragweed. And All right. So, yes. So, an off-duty police deputy is being hailed for saving the life of a 13-month-old baby named Kingston, who was in the need of medical attention. I think I remember reading this story. Nice. So, the boy's frantic mother, Nicole Crowell, had been driving through Ocala, Florida last week when she noticed that her infant son had suddenly stopped breathing for unknown reasons. So at the same time, K-9 deputy Jerome Nix was driving home from work when he heard car horns blaring from the opposite lane. He turned to see Corwell anxiously waving him over and flagging him down for help. So after he pulls over behind Cornell's car, Nix's dash cam footage shows him taking hold of Kingston so he could perform CPR. Though he was able to get small gasps of air out of the boy, Nix was unable to get Kingston breathing steadily. Hello, Beth. Thanks for tuning in. Yes. You missed the facts that we did, but we are reading some positive stories because we need these stories for everybody. So with chest compressions proving unsuccessful, Nix listened for the sound of the ambulances, but heard nothing. He then made the life-saving decision to rush Kingston to the hospital himself. And it turned out to be the right decision, too. Doctors say that if Kingston had not received medical attention when he did, he most likely would not have survived. But thanks to Nix's quick thinking, they were able to resuscitate the boy. And he has since made a full recovery. Hello, Jen. Hello, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Quick thinking. And, people like this are all over. And, yeah, he was, an officer, just finishing work and back. But people do this, and it's a real great thing to see that people are always doing this. Always thinking to help, right? So this is a quotation. I had so many emotions. I actually broke down while we were in the ER. And he said, I'm going to make sure they save your baby. Cornell told Inside. So a few minutes later, he came back to tell me Kingston was breathing and that Deputy Nix was crying. So Nix told WCJB. All right, gotta wear my glasses on this one. Sorry, everybody. Hopefully we don't get the glare. All right. Yeah, it's B. Okay, so... All right, so Nix told WCJB, there's no question in my mind that God put me right where he needed me to be at the right time to help Kingston and Nicole. And he deserves the honor and glory for it. And this guy, he's our testimony right here, and he will be here for a long time. So Nix's employers have expressed their joy over the situation as well. The Marion County Sheriff's Department wrote on Facebook, we are tremendously proud of Deputy Nix, and we can already see that he and baby Kingston will have a deep connection that will last a lifetime. That is awesome. And there is a YouTube video at the bottom, ladies and gentlemen, so make sure you go check that out. It kind of looks like a split screen in there, so you'll actually see, I'm hoping, I want to check this out afterwards, the dash cam footage, and then the footage of the reuniting. And it was, she was very happy. She was. And, he was very happy that he was able to make it there and to be able to help. All right. Hello, Deanna. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So we're going to share that off to our Facebook page. All right. So we got time. I got time to do another one. All right. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring these positive stories out there because you guys don't usually get to hear them. Like I said, if you watch the news a lot, it's a lot of negative stories. You'll get the occasional, once in a blue moon positive story. But I get like anywhere from 4 to 8. I'd say about 4 to 8 positive stories every day coming to my phone off this app, and it's amazing. I always highly recommend. I don't know if it's on the iPhone, but I know it is on the Android operating system, and it's a Good News Network. And if you don't want to get the app and you just want to, periodically go check it out anytime you want. It is, you guys can always check it out online. That's www.goodnewsnetwork.org. And no, ladies and gentlemen, they're not a sponsor and they're not paying me to say it, but I do highly recommend checking it out. All right, so we did share that off to our page, or we got to tweet it off, and then we can go find another positive story. Woo-woo. All right. See, organized day is great. All right, so, oh, that's pretty cool. So let's see here. Which one here? All right, okay. You know what we're doing this week? It's a birthday. It is. Hello, Becky. Hey, Nacho. Becky's here, buddy. You should have gave him arms. We could have flapped him to say hi, but he does say hi, Becky. He wishes that, you come over to the studio, come hang out with us. Actually, I have a prize for you. I might have to bring Nacho with me. Come visit you sometime this weekend. Because, I'm actually just down to like a bag of prizes left. I think I'm like almost totally caught up now. So, all right. So hopefully our future prizes won't get stockpiled like last time, and we can send them out when we're able to right away. All right. And this one doesn't open. All right. So this is from 5 hours ago. All right. It's going to open. All right. There we go. All right. So the headline is, it was an honor. It was an honor. Pilots go out of their way to stand guard over grieving woman's photo. Wow. So the grieving granddaughter has been praising Alaska Airlines on social media for the extraordinary kindness that they showed her during her time of need. A woman named Catherine, has been mourning the death of her grandmother, Concita Imolata Managardo. Now, I'm really sorry if I butchered that, okay? I am really, really sorry. Yes, your hat. Yes, your toque. Like I said, I still got both toques. I got to deliver those. Like I said, we're down to a bag. I got to find a computer bag because I actually had the bag with me, ladies and gentlemen, at the event. For any of the MFers that I had their prizes, I did bring them with me. So I just got to find my computer bag. They are there. And hopefully this weekend I'll be able to get out and deliver the rest off to you. All right. So I'm really sorry if I butchered that. If that young lady ever watches this show, I'm really sorry I butchered that. So after she passed away at the age of 103 last week. Wow, 103. So according to a Facebook post that was published by KTVU's Frank Somerville, Catherine had been especially close to her grandma, which made it all the more difficult to deal with her death. With her death, not death, death. See, I better take some of my tea, eh? All right, so Concita, who was the light of my life, writes Catherine. So for the wake and funeral mass, I made a poster of my favorite picture of her, which is when she turned 100 years old. So to me, this picture shows the essence of my grandmother's her nurture gratitude. Yeah, nurture gratitude is what it says. So in preparation for traveling with the picture, Catherine wrapped it in cardboard, went to the airport, and got ready to board her flight. So when she reached Lourdes Panamonte, who was the Alaska Airlines gate agent for the flight, Catherine asked if there was a special place where she could keep the picture. At first, Panamonte said that the picture would have to go in the cargo with the rest of the luggage. And then, with tears in her eyes, Catherine explained why she was traveling with the photo and why it was important for her to protect it. So, this is a quotation by Catherine. Panamonte started to cry with me, and then she assured me that Na wouldn't have to fly in the cargo hold. A few minutes later, she came up to me, put her hand on my shoulder, and said, "You're all set. The pilots are going to keep Nan in the cockpit." Wow, in the cockpit. That's awesome. So she said, I started to cry again because of the kindness of Miss Panamonte showed me. When I boarded the plane, I was greeted by flight attendant Pam Keck, who said, "You must be the woman with some precious cargo." I smiled at her with tears in my eyes and handed Nan over to her. The cockpit door opened, and when Miss Keck handed Nan over to the pilots, they both made eye contact with me and told me not to worry, that they would take good care of Nan as we traveled across the country. So the cockpit doors were open, and so when they finally landed, Catherine made her way to the front of the plane and found Keck and the pilots waiting with the cardboard wrapped pitcher in hand. So with her hand over her heart, the grateful passenger thanked the flight crew. So in addition to offering their condolences, the pilots also said that it was an honor to stand guard over the precious cargo. So this is her quotation as well. I really hope Miss Pandey, Miss Keck, and the pilots know the depths of my gratitude for the kindness and compassion they showed me that day, says Catherine. And see, ladies and gentlemen, it's the kindness happens all over the world. It does. We're just our lives are flooded with all the negative things that are happening, and that we forget that there are a lot of positive things that are happening out there. All right, so we're going to share this off quickly. Oh, and do I have time? Maybe I can find a short one. Good. Well, depending how fast this goes out. All right, so we're going to tweet this off. Oh, we got about 4 minutes. I'm not sure. Think we can find another quick one to reach everybody? All right. This will be a quick one. If it opens, it might be a quick one. All right, here we go. Oh, come on, open. Try to get this timed out perfectly for everybody. All right, so yeah, we can read this. If we go into overtime, we'll go into overtime. All right, so this is actually dated from 4 hours ago. This goes out down to the states. All right, so California becomes the first state to feed chronically ill with specially prescribed meals. So California has become the first state to launch a pilot program that will treat low-income and at-risk Medicaid patients with specially tailored meals that are proven to offer relief from chronic illnesses and diseases. Wow. California is doing a lot, being the first out there to help a lot of people out with medicines and stuff. They're first to, legalize the weed out there, and they're getting to help the ill patients. They're all about helping people. I want to go visit California one of these days. All right. So the Food is Medicine 3-year program draws on how certain illnesses require special diets that can be hard to orchestrate, especially to poorer patients. Congestive heart failure, for instance, requires people to consume less than 1 teaspoon of salt per day. While this can already be hard to actually measure throughout your daily meals, it can also be hard for low-income patients to find cheap foods that are low in sodium. So over the course of the next 3 years, the state will be giving funding to hunger relief charities in San Francisco, the North Bay Area, Santa Clara County, Los Angeles, and San Diego. The charities and pantries, all of which are part of the Food is Medicine Coalition, will be providing specially prepared meals to 1,000 state Medicaid patients who suffer from congenital heart failure, cancer, diabetes, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and renal disease. So Governor Jerry Brown first approved the program back in June 2017, but legislators celebrated the actual launch of the program last Sunday. We couldn't be more excited to turn this local success story into a statewide program that will improve the health of those who need it most while reducing costs for taxpayers over the long term, Senator McGuire said. The bottom line, we believe over the next 3 years, we'll demonstrate enhanced health outcomes for chronically ill medical patients and save millions in healthcare costs. Because that's the biggest problem in the States. They pay for their healthcare. It's a joy. It's one of the big, huge joys of being in Canada. We have free healthcare. It's great. Because trust me, the times I've had to go in the hospital, and they're giving me shots, finding out all the allergies and stuff, I'd be, poor now, but I'd be like totally poor. I'd be living on the streets. So the study shows that patients were given 3 medically tailored meals a day over the course of 6 months, experienced a dramatic drop in monthly healthcare costs from $38,937 per month to $28,183 per month, which was 55% lower than control groups in the study. So not only that, but participants were half as likely to visit the emergency room. And when they did, they spent less time at the facilities. Additionally, patients were more likely to be discharged from hospitals and sent home rather than being sent to special treatment facilities. And that's where the cost goes up. All right, so I'm going to show this off, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it did take us into overtime, but that's okay. It's all good. It is. Like I said, I want to get as many of those positive stories out there to you guys as I can. Because like I said, they build up. Because we were just doing them, Mondays and Wednesdays. We will have our positive news day tomorrow, like we always do. But I actually have a couple stories I didn't even get to read you guys that will be there. So, all right, so we're going to tweet this off. All right, so that is the end of that. We're going to shut our Good News Network down for tonight. All right. All right, power off, power off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have gotten to that time, yes. To the one out there, I know that you do watch. You may not comment, you may not react, but it's all good. It's all right. It's not a problem. You're watching. That's what matters, right? And hopefully I'm making a smile. And always remember, it's your time. And to all my MFers out there, I want you all to know I love each and every last single one of you. Because without you, MFers Live wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be in our second year. And the really cool things that are going to be coming our way, and it's all because of each and every last single one of you. And thank you so much for all your support. Like I said, we're going to be going a lot further throughout the course of the year. But make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. We do have our positive news day. All right, thank you for tuning in and drinking some tea with us. Oh, there, I actually finished my tea off in time. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So remember, same MFer time. Same MFer channel. Come on, give me those selfies in, guys. Come on, take your picture. And like I said, you can go like this, do your selfies, or you can get somebody, take your picture, send them in. We're getting them all over. Yes, we are worldwide. We're getting them from BC, all across Canada and everything. Come on, send your selfies in. It's great. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys all tomorrow. Remember, keep spreading the peace, love, and positivity wherever you go. And yes, if you're watching me live right now or you're watching me on a rerun, it means the same thing. If you cannot say it to yourself, I will say it to you, and I will keep saying it to you. Always remember that you matter, because you know what? You guys do. Always remember that you matter. All right? And in the words of Bill Nye, let's help save the world.